Welcome to the Busy Bee Chronicles. In this video, I will take you on a ship tour of the Disney Treasure. I cruised from Port Canaveral on a 7-night cruise with an itinerary that included St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Tortola, British Virgin Islands, and Castaway Cay. For videos on all the activities, food, and my visits to the ports of call, you can check out my full playlist of Disney Treasure videos. But this video is all about finding your way around the ship. To make it easy, we will start our tour from the forward elevators and stairs at each deck, and then make our way around the decks, with the exception of a couple, of course. If you're new to cruising, forward is the front end of the ship, midship is in the middle, and aft is towards the back. On the Disney Treasure, there are only 2 locations of guest elevators and stairs. One is toward the forward end, and one is closer to aft. Starboard is the term that refers to the right side of the ship, and port is the term used to describe the left. So let's start on Deck 1. There's not much for guests to see here, but you can find the health center, which is important to know. If for any reason you need medical attention, there is help on board to at least assist you. They even offer seasickness patches if that's something that affects you. There's also a tender lobby at both the forward and aft parts of the ship. On Deck 2, you'll find Disney's Oceaneers Club, which is the kids club for ages 3 to 10-year-olds. On Disney Cruise Line, they have youth clubs full of activities and interactive themed spaces. There are even open house hours where parents and guests can check out the clubs before checking in their little ones. The Oceaneers Club includes open spaces that crew members use to host different activities, but also themed areas like the Star Wars Cargo Bay, Marvel Superhero Academy, the Imagineering Lab, and Fairy Tale Hall.
See all that one? Yep, that's you.
There's also an area dedicated to the youngest cruisers. The It's a Small World nursery offers care for infants at an additional cost, but for ages 3 and up, there is the Mickey and Minnie Captain's Deck, a fun cruise-themed preschool playground. The level of thought that goes into the DCL youth clubs is awesome, with opportunities for fun and chances to expand their imaginations. You'll notice that the rest of Deck 2 consists of staterooms, so let's go up another deck. Most likely, you'll find yourself on Deck 3 quite a bit. It is the deck where you will first board the ship, as well as the location of several shops and lounges. Treasures Untold is one of the shops on board where you can find things like Pandora jewelry, treasure-exclusive souvenirs, bags and purses, and some clothing. The Skipper Society is a lounge themed to the Jungle Cruise, where you can often find activities such as trivia and drawing, as well as some live music. The Haunted Mansion Parlor is another lounge on board, and it's extremely immersive. There are sounds, music, lighting, and even special drinks with effects to make you feel like you've become a part of the Haunted Mansion itself. The Scat Cat Lounge is a more subtle experience, themed to the Aristocats. Like the other lounges, it has a menu of themed specialty drinks, but you can also enjoy the live piano music during certain times of day. Here, there's no elevator, but there is an extra flight of stairs to get you to Deck 4. As you can see, there is also artwork and tapestries on the walls around the elevators and stairs that are definitely worth checking out during your sailing. Midship on Deck 3, you'll find the Grand Hall, or atrium of the ship. Here is where you're greeted on board, but also where you will find several activities during your cruise. It is the heart of the ship where a lot of entertainment happens, including character meet and greets and activities with Coriander and Sage, two unique characters to the Disney Treasure who focus on finding your treasure while you're on your cruise. Here is another check-in area for the Disney Oceaneers Club where kids can even slide. That's right, literally go down a slide into the clubs. 1923 is one of your rotational dining rooms on board, and there are two sides, Walt and Roy, named after Walt and Roy Disney. This dining room doesn't have a specific entertainment element, but it is themed to honor Disney animation with an old Hollywood style. After passing through the aft elevators, we are back in the atrium, and on the starboard side, you'll find Palace Treasures, Royal Regalia, Once Upon a Time, and Three Wishes. These stores offer higher-end shopping opportunities for more jewelry, watches, and bags. There is also another extra staircase to the 4th floor here. As we come back to the forward end of the ship, you'll find the entrances to the Walt Disney Theater and Preludes. Preludes opens prior to shows and gives guests the opportunity to purchase popcorn, snacks, and beverages to take into the theater. Moana is the newest of the Broadway-style shows on board, which I highly recommend if sailing on the Disney Treasure. Directly above, on Deck 4, you'll also find the balcony entrances to the Walt Disney Theater. On the port side of the ship, you'll find the Wonderland Cinema, one of 2 movie theaters on board the Treasure. There's no extra cost to watch movies on board, and you can find the schedule of showings on the Navigator app, as well as outside the theaters. Themed to the Lion King, Sarabi has a 2-story space where several entertainment offerings are hosted. By day, there are fun activities and experiences for the whole family, and by night, it turns into an adult-only area. Things like bingo, karaoke, and the supper club can be found here. Port Adventures is where you can speak with a cast member about booking excursions while on your cruise. And right next to that, you'll find guest services. The cast members here are always very helpful, and definitely it's where you need to go if you need any assistance or have any questions during your sailing. The Hey Hey Cafe is a small walk-up cafe located right off the atrium, and it offers a variety of coffees and teas. The Untangled Salon highlights Rapunzel in its decor, and it offers not only hair salon treatments, but also things like manicures and pedicures if that's something that you're looking for while on your cruise. Here you can exit to the outdoor shipside promenade, but we will get to that in a moment. Directly outside the aft elevators on Deck 4, you'll find Worlds of Marvel, another rotational dining room. There are 2 show experiences which utilize screens that surround you at your table and celebrate the heroes of the Marvel Universe while highlighting their innovative technology. Next, we find Hook's Barbery, a location that offers a variety of services like haircuts, beard trimmings, and facials. There's even a hidden bar inside where you might be able to enjoy a beverage while in there. Returning to the atrium, it's also important to note that there's a magical moment not to be missed on board each evening, where lights and music fill the hall for a few moments, and the majestic chandelier lantern is the centerpiece. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique at Sea is basically the salon for kids. At this location, young cruisers can become their favorite Disney characters, with varying packages that offer different features and services. They even offer an exclusive cruise costume option with a Minnie or Mickey captain's uniform. Continuing down the starboard side of the ship, you'll again pass Sarabi and come to the Neverland Cinema. This is the second of the 2 movie theaters on board. Deck 5 is where you will find Senses Spa. Here you can enjoy a variety of wellness treatments like massages, facials, steam rooms, and aromatherapy. There are several ways to pamper yourself at the DCL Spa. Senses is reserved for adults 18 years or older, however guests 13 to 17 can use the facilities and book reservations under a parent and with parent supervision during their visit. Passing back through the forward elevators, you'll find the balcony level seating to Sarabi. To the right is the Periscope Pub, inspired by 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This nautical-themed lounge is where you can enjoy a beverage and some snacks, and is frequently the location of the beverage tasting seminars. You can watch popular sporting events on the screens most often, but also can enjoy the peaceful ceiling which gives the illusion of being under the sea. The Art of Disney kiosks can be found on the port side and give guests the ability to order artwork from the ship, much like the examples hung here on the wall. Mickey's Main Sale is one of the more popular shops on board, offering everything from plush toys, collector's pins, spirit jerseys, Loungefly bags, souvenirs, clothing, and treasure-specific merchandise. During my visit, it was also the location of a pin trading event, where guests and crew could do pin trading at a designated time. Just around the corner is the Jade Cricket Cafe, another walk-up cafe offering specialty teas and other beverages, all served in a beautiful setting themed to Mulan. You can even find a hidden cricket on top of some of the cages if you look close enough. Continuing past the Jade Cricket Cafe and the last entrance to Mickey's Mainsail, you'll find our final rotational dining room. Plaza de Coco, located deck 5 aft, immerses you into the world of Coco with Miguel and his familia. With 2 experiences in this dining room, you'll enjoy lots of live music and family fun, as well as a little visit from the Rivera family ancestors for Dia de los Muertos.
What? Life is very special, and not just because of the food. You see, our family has a long and beautiful heritage. We came from so many different places to celebrate Dia de los Muertos here. Everywhere you go. Everyone, Dia de los Muertos, we like to honor our loved ones. So everyone here, think about the ones you love.
As we cross past the aft elevators to the starboard side of the ship, it's an entrance easy to miss, but you can find Edge, the tween youth club for ages 11 to 14. Shutter's Portrait Studio is a great opportunity to have photos taken of your family while on board. You can also check out the Shutter's kiosks in this area to view photos you've taken on board and to place your orders. If you're interested in learning more about it, or you're already a member, this is also where you will find the Disney Vacation Club Center. This sitting area along the starboard side of the atrium is a great place to relax, but also one of the more popular meeting spots for Disney character meet and greets. So check the Navigator app to know which friends will be visiting here throughout your cruise. Outside Sarabi, as we make our way forward again, the Triton Lounge is a small venue, but one that hosts several activities on board. Often you can find trivia, drawing classes, and crafts being done in this space. Past the forward elevators on the starboard side is the Senses Fitness Center. Just across from the spa, you'll find that the fitness center has an excellent gym with modern equipment that meets everyone's needs. From treadmills to weights and a yoga and Pilates studio, and even a room dedicated to spin classes, you can stay active throughout your cruise in a comfortable and clean facility. Now, of course, there is the outdoor shipside promenade. So let's go back to the forward elevators and make our way out the port side doors in front of Senses Spa. While you can use these stairs to access the front of the ship, I found that this space was closed during my cruise when we were at sea, and open when we were in port. Here we are back on deck 5, but if you continue down the next set of stairs, you can get to the shipside promenade on deck 4. It's important to note that unlike the older DCL ships, you cannot make a complete lap around the ship outside. You'll need to cross over to the other side by passing through the interior when you're on the 4th or 5th floor. Now let's head back inside to take a look at decks 6 through 10. On the Disney Treasure, you will find that these floors are pretty much all staterooms. On deck 8, however, is the Fairy Tale Fresh Laundry, a self-serve laundromat that is extremely convenient, especially on a longer cruise. There are multiple washing machines, dryers, and ironing boards. Products are also available for purchase if you need them. For a full tour of a deluxe family ocean view stateroom with veranda, check out my Embarkation Day vlog. There are also some staterooms on deck 11, but it's most well known for being the pool deck on board and the location of many quick service food options. Just outside the forward elevators, you'll find Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods, which includes Mickey's Smokestack Barbecue, Daisy's Pizza Pies, Donald's Cantina, Sweet Minnie's Ice Cream, and Goofy's Grill. So whether you want to enjoy pizza, tacos, endless soft-serve ice cream, or just a burger and fries, this is the go-to spot. On both the starboard and port sides, you will also find beverage stations, which are open all day and include soft drinks, coffee, tea, and water. There are also bars midship where you can purchase alcoholic drinks or mocktails while out on deck. Continuing down the port side, you'll find Dory's Forget-Me-Nots, right outside the doors to the aft elevators. This is a shop that seemed to offer more beachy items like flip-flops, water toys, t-shirts, swimsuits, and cover-ups. Just inside is Marceline Market, the buffet on board the Disney Treasure. It offers a large variety of foods for everyone, at breakfast and at lunch. I particularly like that most of the food is behind glass and served by a crew member. It keeps the whole space very clean and orderly, and they even require everyone to wash their hands before entering. There are also beverage stations inside, plenty of indoor seating, and some outdoor seating in the very back as well. Crossing over to the starboard side, in front of the aft elevators, you'll find Jumbo's Sweets, a Zootopia-themed ice cream and treat shop where you can find some specialty treats that will come at an additional cost. As we exit back out onto the pool deck, you'll find plenty of tables and chairs, clean pool towels are always available, and of course, most of the time there is a Disney movie playing on Funnel Vision, and you can watch that while you sit back and relax on the deck. Moving up to deck 12, if you're in Concierge, this space will have staterooms as well as the Concierge Lounge. But if you exit onto the deck from the forward elevators, you'll find the Toy Story Splash Zone and Trixie Falls, a pool deck space specifically designed for little ones. There's also the Slidosaurus Rex, a water slide found on the port side of the ship. Deck 12 is also home to Donald's Pool and Goofy's Pool. Great spots to look out over onto Deck 11, where you found Minnie, Daisy, and Pluto's pool. This is also where you'll find the entrance to the Aqua Mouse, an aqua coaster style water slide that you can find on the Disney Treasure. You get to watch a Disney cartoon and experience a fun water slide. Going inside and through the aft elevators, you'll find the entrances to a few things here. To the port side, you'll discover the entrance to the more elevated dining experiences on board. The Rose is a lounge inspired by the Enchanted Castle in Beauty and the Beast. As you pass through the Rose, you'll also find entrances to Paulo's Steakhouse and Enchanté. Returning to the aft elevators, if we turn towards the starboard side, you'll find our final youth club, Vibe. This youth club is for teens 14 to 17 and an ideal hangout for their teen cruisers. Just outside Vibe is the entrance to the Hero Zone. This is basically the sports area on board the Disney Treasure. There are specific activities that happen in this space, such as the Incredicourse, which is like a family obstacle course, but it's also a recreational space for free play sports. Let's make our way back outside onto Deck 12. As we near the Toy Story Splash Zone again, you'll find a Toy Story themed smoothie bar called Wheezy's Freezies. Deck 13 Forward is entirely concierge, where you can find the private sun deck and pool if you're staying as a concierge guest. Deck 13 Aft is where you can find the adults only area, with a quiet cove pool and whirlpool, a bar, and of course the Cove Cafe. On Deck 14, you will find the Currents Bar, another sun deck, and the Chip and Dale Pool. On Deck 15, it is exclusively for the Tomorrow Tower Suite, so that's private to anyone staying in that suite. I hope you enjoyed this full tour of the Disney Treasure, and that it helps you find your way around the ship if you're planning a vacation of your own. Or maybe you just enjoyed exploring with me. Either way, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the Busy Bee Chronicles and check out my full playlist of vlogs from the Disney Treasure and other DCL cruises. See you next time, and thanks for buzzing by.